Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a ThinkPad E16. This is going to be the Gen 2 Intel version. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your heatsink assembly. So first thing, power down your computer through the start menu, make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip your computer over to access the bottom case screws. This video is laid out like an owner manual or an instruction manual, and I'll guide you through the process of accessing your components. There are 7 captive screws in this bottom case. Captive screws means that you'll unscrew them fully, but they won't actually come out of the case. The case may rise up a little in the corners, but the screws themselves will stay in, so don't worry if the screws are not coming out. After unscrewing all 7 screws, you're going to take a small, flat, plastic pry tool and insert it at the seam of the bottom case in the computer near one of the back 2 corners. After lifting it up slightly from one of those 2 corners, you'll be able to proceed down here with another pry tool and get this section off and then start unclipping the rest of the bottom case. Once you do, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any assistance with tools or supplies for your computer project, as well as any replacement or upgrade parts for this specific model computer, the E16, there will be a link above, also below in the description, and it will be a list of all the tools and supplies that I use, as well as all those replacement and upgrade parts for this model computer. Now, before touching anything in a computer, it's always best to unplug your battery first. A computer is safer to work on when as little power as possible is running through it. This is your battery right down here. It's held down by these 3 screws near the red arrows, and it plugs into the motherboard here near the green arrow. To unplug it, you would simply pull it to the left out of that motherboard port. Keep in mind with any wires or cables in a computer, try to apply pressure to the wires as little as possible. Try just to grip the plug in the port. You don't want to pull the wires right out of the plug or damage it. Your fan is right up here near the top of my screen. It's held in by these 3 screws here, and it plugs into the motherboard right there. Now be very careful with fan wires. They're especially fragile. Don't just pull on that fan when you unplug it. Just manipulate that plug to wiggle it out of that port. Your heatsink comes over here near the vent, goes over your CPU and the heat spreader right here. The CPU has 4 screws over it right there. Once you take that off, you can get your heatsink up. I don't know why you guys are here, if you're here to replace your fan or clean it out or replace your heatsink, but a word of caution, if you expose the thermal paste to air for any reason, so if you take this heatsink up and you separate that thermal paste, some of it stays on the heatsink, some of it stays on the CPU, you do then need to reapply it. Once thermal paste has been exposed to air, it's not going to do its job well. Below in the description, in that link I told you about with all the tools and replacement parts for this computer, I will have a fan option, I will have a heatsink option, but I will also have a thermal paste option. Especially in this computer, you want to use good thermal paste. The CPU runs hot. All the storage and memory that this computer can have is actually kind of high for such a little crappy heatsink like this. So you're going to want to watch your heat in this model computer. If you would like help in that process, I will have a video tutorial link above, also below in the description. It'll show you how to fix an overheating laptop. And one of the things it will show you is how to clean all the old thermal paste off from the heatsink and the CPU. You don't want to put new paste on top of old paste. And then it will also show you how to apply the right amount of new thermal paste. If you apply too little, it won't do its job. If you apply too much, you can lock heat in rather than facilitate its transport out. So again, that video will be below in the description if you need it. And as long as you guys are in your computer, if you're looking to increase your computer's speed or increase its performance, upgrading your RAM is going to be a great way to do that. I will have a video pop up when this one's done. It'll show you how to upgrade your RAM. But that's the end of this video, how to get inside your E16 and access your heatsink assembly.